really challenging and really interesting to you, and in some cases taught you things that you didn't know. In many cases, certainly with this character, there's fear that emerges, certainly in the actors, because these people inside of us, the Laura Roslin inside of me, has been like a best friend, you can imagine. And you're suddenly going to be out there in the world without that conversation going on constantly, and it's quite an awesome projection to think about that.
Well, Ron and I once had an argument about an act out. I think it was in your episode of season 2, and we were trying to decide whether we should go out on the exterior of the tent or the interior of a woman's face. And, kind of back and forth. I was in Vancouver, he was in LA, and we kind of doing this via email. And, this is sort of what happens. We'll agree on 99% of everything, but then it'll come down to that one thing, where we just can't quite come to meeting the minds about, and emails start going back and forth, and I think we should be on the tent, or really we should be on the woman's face. And, have you considered whether maybe you're in the wrong business altogether? I mean, have you thought about maybe just killing yourself? Aren't you on the other floor of that building, maybe? You just leave out right now. And, Ron, I gotta wonder, are you sure you should have been born in the first place? And it got to a point where I think eventually, Steam was coming on both of our computers, and we, threw up our hands and, told somebody else to figure it out. And anyway, I'll miss that.
I told Ron Moore that on my last day, I'm going to put my flight suit and gun belt and helmet on and go drive home. I don't want to miss that,
But she is going to be stopped at the border. You'll be in jail really fast.
Just get that vehicle, man.
That's all right, I'll come with you. I'm the president.
All right, anybody got any questions? Bueller?
The microphone for Q&A with the camera in the aisle. It was fun to be on with it all.
Hey, it's working. All of you ladies look fabulous, by the way, especially you, Mary. And Trisha, I just wanted to say also real quick that your set of photographs for a popular bunny magazine were some of the most tasteful I've ever seen. All of you ladies have managed to portray strong women that are beautiful in different ways and also have different flaws. And I was curious how much of yourselves as people is in each of your characters?
Tell the truth. I can be very naughty. Very naughty. If somebody has the wrong idea, I'll just let them go on thinking certain things, and it might need some explaining, might it? I can just be very naughty. So Deanna is a bit of a troublemaker, and I don't actively go looking for trouble, but if it finds me, I'm all right with that, yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Well, see, seeing that I've never been a robot, I didn't have a lot to draw from, but I think definitely the physical side of number 6 is something that I really enjoy, as that fight with Starbuck or other things. I grew up a tomboy, so that side of me is not something that you would necessarily expect when you see the blonde hair and the red dress, I think. And I think maybe a little bit of Caprica 6, or not Caprica 6, sorry, all the 6s, a little bit of maybe a little bit of vulnerability came in, and it might have stemmed from, this was basically one of my first jobs as an actor, and I was probably incredibly scared, and my own vulnerability came through, and I don't know if you guys went through that or what, but I did bring in some vulnerability of myself, I think.
Thank you, Sybil.
to speak up and say what's on my mind, and that's not something that I ever did before. She's very tough. I'm not really that tough. I'm kind of a wimp. So that, we're different in that aspect. Like Chris said, the vulnerability of startup is me. I'm kind of a really kind of shy, vulnerable person when I don't know people, and that's kind of something that I tried to bring to Starbucks because I didn't want her to just be so masculine. So I thought that was a way to make her more feminine and humanize people a little more, I guess.
I'd have to say that, in all honesty, I began broadcasting by trying to keep the stubborn, ruthless, controlling aspects of me hidden. But they wouldn't let me. And so it's been an interesting, really wonderful, liberating process for me to allow the aspects of me that I needed in this role to come out and let them flourish. I really now enjoy being stubborn and ruthless and controlling because I understand that I am right. And so I think perhaps it was a real gift to me to learn that every once in a while you can be completely right and not give a damn what it means to others. It's really that good.
Hi, I of course love the show. I have a question for each of you guys. More of a statement for Lily Rollins. Lucy Rollins.
You say. You and I thought that was funny, nobody else did.
The transformation that you can make as an actor is phenomenal. I mean, from Xena, which was great, to I think I saw you in Spider-Man. Your husband, is your husband Sam Raimi?
Yes.
Not last time I looked, but
Okay. But and then I think we were sitting in X-Files, and every time, even that little silly part in Spider-Man, you put like 110%. And I love it.
excuse me, she's complimenting me?
Trisha, this might really be your first acting gig, but you are amazing. I really love it. I really love it. The last time I heard you talk, Katie, you had said that, I'm supposed to speed it up, that you didn't even take an acting class. And so I'm wondering, are you now? Because I thought you were paying actors when you first started.
I was a compulsive liar as a child. And I really was. I used to make the most extremely insane stories, but I would believe them completely. And I just loved performing, and I would go and I would memorize complete movies and then stand in front of the mirror and try and do exactly what the actor did in the mirror with my face. And so that's kind of how I
It works.
taught myself to act.
Really works. And Mary, you're a movie actress. What are you doing on